involved in a romantic relationship with somebody, you know, I suppose you have to kind of make an effort every now and again. You know, and even though I'm coming to terms with me soft Mickey, my missus has to come to terms with it as well. Any partner of a soft Mickey man has to come to terms with it. You know, maybe the person you're with has got years of riding left in them. Maybe they're only getting into the stride of their riding. I was talking to my wife on the phone the other night. What are you at, says I. Oh, she says, I'm watching The Affair. Have you seen it? It's on the Skybox, set in America. They're having an affair. What's it like, says I. Oh, she says, they're all throwing each other up against fridges and riding away. I knew what she was saying to me. Even though she wasn't saying it straight out, she was still fucking saying it to me. She was saying, I'd love you to throw me up against a fridge one day and ride me. Oh, they love that. The women, they love being thrown up against fridges and road. It was the last thing my father said to me when I left the house at 17. But it has to be a surprise, Tom, he said. And don't do it too often, she'll develop anxiety. So even though that's what my wife wants, I don't know if I'd be up for it anymore. Without doubt, I could throw her up against a fridge. But there's no guarantee there'd be a ride at the end of it. It'd end up just being assault. I'd have her pinned against the Zanussi. And she'd be there with the big flirty head in her. What are you gonna do to me now, Tommy Tiernan? And I'd be there. Fuck all! But let that be a warning to you. No matter what shape your body's in, we can still give and receive comfort, can't we? That's one of the wonders of being made flesh, like. The comfort, the non-threatening comfort we can give one another if we want. A woman, good God, a woman. If she wants to, now nobody forcing her into it, out of pure goodness, this is coming. A woman can get you to lie down on the flat of your back and out of pure generosity, take off her clothes and lower her knockers onto your face. Oh, it's one of the most healing ceremonies we have. And to lie there and to feel the weight of them. Oh my God, to feel the clammy goodness of them moving across your face. It feels like being forgiven, doesn't it, lads? Because there isn't a bad bone in a boob. And just the smell of the flesh and the freckles. And you're there, oh my God, Nuala, oh my God. I feel like a calf, I do. I feel like a young calf. I can't do the same for her. Say she's had a hard week with the kids. I can't say to her, lie you down on the flat of your back. I've got a treat in store for you. And I take off all my clothes and stand astride of her head and lower myself slowly down like that, dropping a ball either side of her nose. There you go now, pet. There you go. You've had such a hard week with the kids. This'll see you right in no time. There you go, pet. Feel the weight of them on your eyes. Feel the prickly tenderness. They're like Soviet Kiwis. Feel it. Feel it. Stop crying, pet. You do deserve it. Yes, you do. It's been a pleasure talking to you over the last little while, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night. There's bad bastards out there, isn't there? There's men out there and women who would take advantage of you, telling you stories about yourself that they want you to believe is true for your money. We've been hypnotized. Men have been hypnotized by business, medicine business, into thinking there's something wrong with us. And there's not. There's no such thing as erectile dysfunction. Dysfunction? What type of a word is that anyway? Like your cock wasn't reared right. You get older. You're not supposed to have a fucking relentless oak horn till the day you die. I'm 45. I get one horn a day, usually before lunch. And if you're not on it, you have to wait till tomorrow. And that's the way it's supposed to be. It's God's way of trying to direct your attention to other shit. You've been offered an opportunity to change from Luke Skywalker into Obi-Wan Kenobi. But men aren't the only people who suffer from this cultural misinformation. Women have been hypnotized as well. Sometimes you'd be with your woman and your flaccidness would knock her sideways like, and she wouldn't understand what's happening, and she'd panic. And it comes out kind of like she's angry. I've been pulling it and poking it and stretching it. I must have cleaned it 5 times. What's going on? Gotta be honest with her, lads. There's nothing going on, love. Nothing. It's supposed to be happening. I'm an old man. An old man looking at an old woman. It's a no-win situation. It's like a boat with no sails in a place with no wind. Heading to a country that doesn't seem worth the fucking effort anymore. If I was a doctor and a fella came in to me saying he had erectile dysfunction, I'd have to see a photograph of his wife. Before an accurate diagnosis could be made. Just to see what he was working with, like. He'd slide the photograph across. I'd have a look. Well now, John, in all fairness, all the drugs in the world aren't going to help you there, man. A man is very focused, very one-dimensional during the ride. You ask a man halfway through sex, what time is it? He's not even sure who asked the question. Did you hear that, love? Did you? Did you leave the front door open? I think there's someone in the house. Get out! Get out, you freak! Ask a woman the same question. A woman who sounds like she's in the throes of emotional, fucking physical ecstasy. Wow! Wow! 10 to 3. There's no need to check your watch. I'm telling you, it's 10 to fucking 3. I feel every second of this. It's like being rowed up Calvary. I'm telling you, it's 10 to 3. I feel as if I'm slowing down a little bit sexually, you know. I think it's normal, I think it's natural. It's something to be afraid of, it's to be embraced, it's a new adventure. Sometimes I'll be lying there in bed at night and my beautiful wife in a hape beside me. And I wouldn't care. I wouldn't fucking care if I got the ride or not. Especially not since I've got my new reading glasses. I'm slowing down. My wife, on the other hand, is picking up speed. Like all women in their mid-40s do. Women in their mid-40s have this extra fucking source of energy. It's mainly hatred. Whoever thought that spite could be a lubricant, but there it is. I'm slowing down. She's picking up speed. Our sex life is further complicated by the fact that I have very high cholesterol. Now, it's genetic, it's got fuck all to do with cake, but I have to take medication for it, and the medication I'm on is called Lipitor, and there are side effects of it. I was on the 20 milligrams a night. For some strange reason, on the 20 milligrams, come 11:30 of the evening, I got fucking restless left leg. The rest of me was exhausted, but this fucker wanted to do to the can. My dose was then up to 40 milligrams. Jesus Christ, I had no choice. Eventually, my dosage reached 80 milligrams. Main side effect of the 80 mgs is impotence. It's hard to get the horn on the 80 mgs. But I had a choice. Mother Nature was saying the heart or the horn, Tom, you can't have both. Choose wisely, the heart or the horn. And I chose the heart because no one ever died of a dick attack, that's why. But what am I going to do with the soft lad? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to ask my doctor for Viagra. I live in a small village that all know by 10:30 Tommy Tiernan can't get the horn. Not much of a stand-up comedian, is he? No. So I have to seek a remedy in the world of alternative health. And I found it. Celery. That's right, celery. You don't eat it, you slice it and use it as a splint. You get your willy in one side and the groove on the other side. Bind it tight with the stuff they use for wrapping sushi. And it stings going in, girls. I'm not going to lie to you, but that's the price you got to pay if you want to ride the TT. And as you get older, you learn different things about what women want. And this makes no sense to men, but women love a weekend away. It makes no fucking sense to a man at all. Why would you spend more time with the person you spend most fucking time with? Great. We can survive 48 hours in a bed and breakfast in Thurles. We can survive anything. Okay, come on. And you need the horn for the weekend away. Yes, you do. Because your woman is a much more highly evolved sexual being than you are. You're just a fucking delivery boy. That's all you are. She is the depot. You need the horn for the weekend away. Because there's a ride that your woman's been waiting to have for months. There's noises she can't make at home without the 4-year-old coming in, rubbing his eyes, crying, running, what's wrong with mammy? Or the labradoodle from next door joining in some chorus of interspecies ecstasy. Dragging his hole on the gravel driveway. Last weekend away I had with my wife was here in London. We were staying in Soho. And I looked left and right, up and down, north, south, east and west. And I couldn't find one stick of fucking celery. So, I had to go into the sex shop. You know the sex shop in Soho? Dean Street and Old Compton Road. Well, I looked up and I looked down to make sure I wasn't spotted. And in I fucking skipped. It was like being trapped inside of a bouncy castle. No natural light and a smell of rubber that'd give a donkey a stutter. I was standing there, and behind the counter was the most amazing specimen of human being I've ever seen in my life. 6'6" and full of muscle, black as the ace of spades, wearing a pair of leather dungarees and fuck all else. And he looks at me and he says, "Tommy Tiernan, what the fuck are you doing here?" Turns out he was a Hegarty from Athlone. "You mad bastard, you, what do you want?" I said, "You've anything for the horn." He pointed me over at these tablets. They said, "Not fit for human consumption." I took 3 of them to be sure. Within 90 minutes, had the most tremendous erection I could have taken it to the Chelsea Flower Show. That's how fucking stupendous it was. Every drop of blood in my body went straight to it. The rest of me was hanging on like a J-cloth. You could have grabbed me by the cock and used me as a mop. I'm not joking there. It was that big that when I came, actual children came flying out the top of it. Some of them had school bags. I wouldn't lie to you. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you over the last little while. Thank you very much. God bless the water rats. Thank you. We are a country full of lunatics